Good afternoon. Always a pleasure being in this session and giving a slight update about CITS operations in Europe. Christian prepared very well the floor, and aside the documents he mentioned, we also have a revised ITS directive, and this is what I would like to start with. The revised ITS directive gives us a definition of CITS. And that's important for us because that gives a kind of the basis when talking about operations. What is CITS? What you are calling here in the US V2X, yeah? And the most important thing is we are exchanging secured and trusted messages between ITS users without prior knowledge of each other. So it's not about cars, it's really about all kinds of vehicles and users in the system. It includes road workers, it includes bicycles, as the question I just raised up. It includes public transport, and that's important for us because it is much more than connecting a single vehicle with the infrastructure. It's really about exchanging data in real time. It includes roadside units, but it also includes central elements. It's really about how to set up a new ecosystem. It's based, of course, on security. Also, that's important that here we're in the lucky situation that the European Commission and the GRC is really operating the central security PKI system. So we are really talking about a new era for mobility when talking about the CITS ecosystem. It will not replace the current existing ITS system, but it will be in addition, and of course there will be an exchange, and you see it also in the next point. We see in the traditional delegated regulations of the ITS directive, SRTI, safety-related traveler information. We are always talking about opening data, but CITS is more than that. It's not only opening data, it's providing services. So we are talking about advanced safety. We are talking about future ADAS use cases, really being prepared to intervene directly or giving data in a quality that you can intervene directly with automated vehicle functions. That's what we are aiming for. And the cooperative element, that was always the driver here with us here in Europe, because what we have seen and what we see in all the discussions is about connectivity. Often the C is the connectivity. No, it's cooperation. Because with connectivity, almost each car you can buy today, it's connected. It's connected to the OEM's cloud, but it's not cooperative. And then to link all the single clouds and to start with agreements and discussions, that's difficult. In our thinking, it's a CITS ecosystem. We are operating a system without contracts, without additional bilateral agreements. Either you're part of the CITS ecosystem or you're not part. So you need to accept the rules which are set up by the car industry, by car to car, together with C-roads. If you accept these rules, then you are part of this CITS ecosystem. I will speak from the infrastructure perspective. So, what is this C-roads? C-roads, it's a European platform. We have 21 European countries. This is slightly improved in comparison to last year. So we have 2 new countries with Romania and Slovakia participating. And we are really looking on the harmonization. We are working on specifications. We are discussing with car to car about our deployment specifications. And in addition, and that's not the role of the platform itself, we have the CITS deployments. The deployments are happening all around Europe. There are European projects co-funding these deployments. And you see here in the yellow color and with all the dots, cities and regions which are currently undertaking with European funding deployments. And you see since 2015, just for CITS, we got 500 million of funding from the European side. That's only the European level. Of course, if I go to a city where we are deploying public transport services, this is hardly done with European co-funds. This is mainly done with national money. So this is the minimum figure we have. But we are doing a lot in this area, and we are operative. When we are talking about safety, SRTI, we as well have here on the European level an SRTI collaboration agreement. That was signed also last year, really to make data accessible. And here it is important to understand also the interface between the services and the data. In Europe, SRTI data is made accessible using V2X. V2X, that's the standard we're using in Europe for ITS data. But how does the link between V2X and CITS messages look like? We need to translate the messages correctly. And that's exactly why car-to-car as well as zeros are as well part of this SRTI collaboration agreement. Because at the end of the day, when we're looking on the CITS messages and the DEM messages, we are meeting all the requirements for exchanging SRTI information. And we are even above that, because we are very, very fast. I've shown that in a presentation this morning. When we are getting the data from a car, we immediately can inform the other vehicles. We immediately can forward these messages. And we have seen with private service providers, traditional ITS, there might be delays of 15 minutes, 20 minutes, up to half an hour. We are near to real time, and that's good. And the important thing is, and you see here, unique event ID. Why? Because we have hybrid communication in Europe. Hybrid communication means that we are using both. We are using short-range direct communication, but we have set up CITS brokers. If you're interested in our deployments, there is the so-called TEN-TEC map, and you will see here also a link. This TEN-TEC map is operated by the European Commission, where you can have a click on each single roadside station. You will get the services operative there. You will get the security implemented. You will get the owner of this station. And in addition, and that's new, that's the thing below, we also have the cellular-based communication. You will see what kind of services are available in a specific region, a specific country. And there are several services around. I will not go through all of them. Yeah? There are services dealing with safety. There are services with Sparta mapper for public transport priority, for blue light service priority. So we see that we are using CITS not only to support the individual cars, but to support our own transport fleets, our own cars. If it's public transport, if it's blue light, we use it. It's helpful. And of course, even when we are transmitting services via our CITS brokers long range, we ensure that the message will have the same header than the short range message. So if you in the car have the possibility to receive via both communication media the message, the car will identify it's the one and same message. So it's not two accidents like yes, it's one accident which is bad enough, but that's got this information is clearly identified. You also might have heard, and I know I only have 10 minutes, therefore I try to bring everything through. Euro NCAP. Euro NCAP, this is something what popped up as well during this year. In Euro NCAP, you see that CITS is as well mentioned. CITS, they are mentioning long and short range services in the 2026 protocol. And there is zeros mentioned. Even zeros is only a platform, it's not an entity, it's a collaboration of European countries. It is mentioned there. And for us, this is really the starting point. We are setting up now documents. Most probably they will be published by next month, by September. What does an OEM need to do to guide them through this UNCAT process. So these supporting documents, and here are some screenshots. These are still draft, but by next month they will be published. So you know what to do if you want to comply and towards Euro NCAP. In conclusion, yeah, CITS in Europe is operative, and I'm quite sure that Rasvan will give us some numbers about vehicles. I'm more speaking about the infrastructure side. So CITS is a reality today and hopefully also tomorrow. We are really working on this multi-channel distribution mechanism, and we are preparing a new ecosystem, a new CITS ecosystem, which is linked to the existing ITS ecosystem. Of course, we are serving both. If we are getting a message out of the CITS ecosystem, this message is used for the national access point and transmitted also to traditional service providers. So of course the accident will not be only a CITS service, but will also go through the traditional ITS channels. But we know that with CITS we are faster, and we are preparing the infrastructure to support as well automated vehicles. For us very important, and that's CITS, it's cognitive, it's always bidirectional. We are providing data and we are getting data. This is the ecosystem we are aiming for, winning on a level playing field. And of course, the basic foundation is trust. The trust is not only technology, but trust is also, we need to trust the other side, talking to each other, taking time to understand as well the other side. With that, I'm at the end of my presentation, and thank you for your